Hey, is this me? I can't tell.
Yo, I'm here with another album review, this time of Chelsea Grin's new album, Self-Inflicted. This is their fourth full length, I believe, and it's the follow-up to 2014's Ashes to Ashes. Now, if you followed this channel for years, 5 years ago, I really loved Chelsea Grin. I thought they were a fantastic band. I remember the day My Damn Nation came out. I was so excited, That's back more when I was more into deathcore and the different other side of metalcore, the more Warped Tour crowd. And I since kind of grew out of Chelsea Grin. And before I get into this album, I'll fully admit, earlier this week, I was curious. I was like, I have not listened to My Damn Nation in years, probably. Do I still dig it? And so I popped it on. I listened to it twice, actually. And, I still like that album. I do think it's a fine deathcore album. It has some good grooves in there. The breakdowns feel more tasteful. The songwriting's just solid. I thought it was good. Songs like Oblivion or My Last Breath, or All Hail the Fallen King with Phil Bozeman. I mean, that's just such a fucking great song. But Ashes to Ashes just really turned me off from this band. I didn't think it was that good at all. I thought the production was kind of turds, and the songwriting was just nah. It was okay, whatever. So I wasn't super excited for this album. I have listened to it multiple times, and I mean, it's fine, I guess. I think the thing that there's two things that kind of turn me off about it. One is the production. This album is so goddamn loud. Period. I feel they were like, oh, let's push Alex Kohler's vocals up, let's push the guitars up and the drums, and it's like, it just bothers me, when Alex Kohler's vocals come in, it's just so fucking loud, it's unbearable sometimes, with just fucking guitars to the max and just fucking Alex Kohler screaming, it just doesn't work. The production is the biggest thing that turns me off about this. I do think the overall sound, though, of the guitars is a lot better than Ashes to Ashes. I just think it's so fucking unnecessarily loud to me, in terms of production. And another thing is just, I feel Alex Kohler's vocals in the past two albums have been just kind of the turning off point to me. Some of the lyrics on here are just hideous. I feel they were just they're just so uninspiring to me, and just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna attack that person just because I can, or just awful lines like in clickbait, publish this dick. It's like, well, what are we, Attila now? I just the lyrics just really get to me on this album anymore. They did the last album, and it's just a huge turnoff. It just comes off a little bit childish to me, and this is me just looking at it critically. Another thing is that, I mean, the guitars are fine. There's some fine breakdowns in here. There's some fine grooves. And there's some pretty good melodies. I kind of like the guitar lead in Say Goodbye. It's not super, like, the fucking most original thing in the world, but it gets the job done. It's catchy, and it adds to it. I mean, there's some leads here and there that I thought were fine. Overall, I feel it's a little bit more of a repetitive album from song to song in terms of guitars. Not that Chelsea Grin is like the most masterful fucking guitar players in the band. But I mean, it was, it just got a little old over time as deathcore has kind of gotten old. And, Sam and I were talking about it the other day, deathcore really hasn't grown at all. In fact, it's probably shrunk and gotten... It was, it got stale a couple years ago, but it's really stale now. It's like the bands that were popular, say, 5 years ago have either, one, not changed, two, changed in the worst fucking ways, or three, broke up or fell off the fucking face of the planet. The only there's only two bands that I know that are really going strong and actually got better, and that's Carnifex and Thy Art Is Murder. Chelsea Grin, I feel, has just kind of went in this weird direction. They don't... I just feel like they don't know who they want to appeal to, I mean, look, if you're into this band, the last album, you will probably like this. It's more right up that crowd, right up that alley. But to me, it's not something I'm going to throw on at all, and it's not like the greatest black thing in the world. That's the thing to me. It's just their songwriting and their production just don't mesh well anymore to me. So yeah, that's Chelsea Grin's Self-Inflicted. Maybe it's saying something with that album title. Just saying. It's 6.5 out of 10 for me. Thanks for watching. See you around.